Today, we're going to put the Glock 35 through its paces again in chapter 2. And the targets are shooting back at us. See what I mean? Too many of them. I'm gonna have to retreat. Way too many of them. But we'll handle them somehow. Yes, Glock 35, Hickok 45. We're going to do a chapter 2, get some more rounds downrange. Now, you know, Hickok would not have retreated, right? I'd have been charging if this were real. No, we're gonna play a little bit with the Glock 35. Got a couple of barrels set up. We're not going to do a lot of fancy competition stuff, but it is a gun that's used in competition, carried by police, and like we did with the XDMs, you know, we kind of play around a little bit and moved around a little bit. It is a great gun for various types of competition. Got a nice long sight radius. It's kind of a normal trigger, but it's got a sight radius that allows you to really, you know, get a pinpoint sight picture, you know, if you want, and if you take the time to do it. And theoretically, you could shoot better at long range. Now, I'm not so sure, you know, I can shoot a long gun any better than a short gun, but we're going to do that. Let's load some mags while we're gabbing, and hey, we may run around a little bit more. We're not going to go crazy, but just having a little fun. Kind of bring a little attention to the fact that it is a gun that's used in competition. I get people requesting lots of times for me to do competition stuff, you know, whether it's cowboy or GSSF Glock stuff or IDPA, because I've done a little of all of that, a lot of some of it, and but you know, I don't know, I just never been motivated to set up my range to do that, really. So one thing, it's not very level here, most of it at this part of the property, but I'm going to play around a little bit here. It is kind of fun to do those games if you've never done them, to run around from different stations and shoot from behind barrels, and sometimes you shoot through barrels, sometimes you shoot through windows, and all kinds of scenarios that are fun. It's basically adults playing. It's like we used to do when we were kids, playing cowboys and Indians or playing army. We're kind of doing that as adults with real guns, and there's some useful application for it, of course. It's some of it's semi-practical, and some of it's not. A lot of it's just having fun in a safe way. So, and hopefully I was being safe there. You got to watch your muzzle, you know, when you're doing that kind of thing. It's very, very critical. And not a problem though. I mean, shooting ranges and matches I've been at is the safest place to be, essentially. Even though everybody's carrying guns around and shooting them, never really had a big concern. Okay, so Glock 35. It's a Glock. What else can you say? You know, you've seen it. I took it apart in the first video. You know, it's a Gen 4 with the new spring that I never had any trouble with. 40s is just fine, and this is just stock bulk ammo. It's UMC. So nice gun. I've got the large back strap on it. It's a little bit bigger. You know, this is the practical tactical model. That's what it's called, and feels pretty good for a longer gun. You know, again, some police agencies carry that thing, so we're not going to gab too much. We're going to just keep some mags here. We got them loaded. We're going to shoot up a little bit. I'm not sure what all we're going to shoot, but we'll find something here. Let's just put some ammo in here. Get our ears back on. and play a little bit. All right. I haven't been Glocking enough lately, have I? Kind of miss it. Got a lot of heavy mags on my belt. Ooh, 40 hits hard. Hold her out. Almost lost her couch. Let's go gonging a little bit. Always time for gonging. Quite a sport. While we're over there, we might even go goat hunting or pig hunting a little bit. Guy doesn't want to fall, does he? Just took a few more rounds. Now that guy I know he's not going to fall. We couldn't get him to fall the other day. Move down some turkeys. Fun. Two with one bullet. Well, since we're rolling them off, let's just go back up there for that little bitty disc, at least a little for a pistol, and see if we can pop him without using too many rounds. All right. Fun. Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Well, let's just come on back close here, close to home. Oh, there's a tree growing, of all things. Nice, nice. Glocks are so much fun. It's interesting, even with this long barrel, you have to hold on the bottom of the target. There it seems to be, I don't know, point of aim is a little bit lower than I had remembered, but that's okay. I like it actually. Yeah, actually holding on the bottom of the gong. The other day, shooting the 44 mag, I was having to hold about halfway up on it. Okay, so it varies. Oh, look what we have right here. We have a target that needs to be shot. Well, look at that. Just put a hole in the pot. You thought you were getting away. Sorry. It's not that easy, buddy. Not that easy. Oh, empty. I don't know if you've ever shot weak-handed. I'm just fooling around. I don't know why. If you've never shot weak-handed like that, you ought to try it. It's one thing they require you to do in competition or as a police officer when you qualify. Not that far away, but they do train you to at least at contact distance almost, and maybe from here to the barrels, to be able to hit a target right there, because it is a little different. It's like taking a baseball, if you've never done it, and throwing it with your left hand. You really feel awkward when you first do that. It's just not as easy as it appears to be. Okay, so the Glock 35 is a pretty sweet gun. It just rolls them. I've I look forward to coming home and doing this. It's late in the afternoon on a weekday, and you know what? There's just nothing more fun than coming home and let me load one more magazine. I have a few there because I just have a feeling I want to blast 2 more mags at least. This chapter 2, we like to do a little more shooting. And let's pop. So these are 180 grain jacketed bullets in here, and you know what that means. Even you new shooters, if you've been watching our fundamentals, our basics videos, that means the lead in the bullet weighs 180 grains. Okay, and it's a 40 caliber bullet, the 40 Smith & Wesson specifically. Okay, I have no idea what the powder charge is. As we indicated in that video, that never has anything to do with the powder, almost never. 180 grain bullet. All right, sweet gun. Sweet gun. Wow. Anything we have not shot that needs to be shot. We'll find something here. Now these are the 22 round magazines. Those are pretty cool. All right. The Phobos holster. And let's just play a little bit. Yee doggies. Smart aleck plates. Oh boy, I tell you, when I get to shooting, I just can't stop. So, Glock 35, practical, tactical, pretty interesting gun. You know pretty much all you need to know about it. I've shown it to you before. It's a Gen 4. It works. It's a Glock. A lot of guns out there that I like and I enjoy shooting. And you know, one of my mainstays is the Glock, and almost any model. They're hard to hate. The simplicity of them. A lot of good guns that are just right in the same ballpark. But you know, it's hard to beat one of these in so many ways. So Gen 4 Glock 35, a little warm barrel there. Wonder why. A little chapter 2 action, and man, I'll tell you what, that is about as much fun as you can have. So life is good.